All right, let's dive into session two of our preseason. The focus is going to be shifted to our work out of possession for this upcoming session. Let's quickly review our objectives for the session. Our primary objective, that first one, is improving our defensive organization in a high and medium block. So we'll do that from a 4-3-3 base. Again, we may change our structure based on game situation, but we'll use a 4-3-3 as our base. Objectives, we're looking to push the game to the width, maintain tight team shape, and then looking at our pressing triggers as listed. Our secondary objective, so something that's going to be under, the next stage of our play here is our response and transition. So we win the ball in a high and medium block, and are we able to read the game cue? So our first cue is space, numbers up, opponents disorganized. What's our reaction to that? And the other cue is the opposite. Do we have less space? Are we numbers down? Are we not prepared for it? Are the opponents organized, etc.? Can we collectively respond in that moment in transition? So exercise one, we'll start off with some 1v1 and 2v2 defending. So individual small group habits as listed above, just making sure that we're on point with our individual work. If we suffer at the individual level, it doesn't matter how well we are organized um, from a bigger picture perspective. So we'll start there, move into exercise two. So then we're going to look a little bit more specifically about part of the field. So now we've shifted into that. We've got our front three looking to press high against a back four and a holding mid, with our next layer ready to deny penetration. So the grays are looking to find their 8 and 10 who can score in the small goals. Blacks are ready to regain and break to goal. So very specific part of the field. Should be provided tons of repetition on how we want to play, forcing the game. And then finally, guys, what we're going to do is we'll move into the 11v11 setting. So again, working with two blocks at a time. In one block, one team's going to focus on a high pressing or a high block. So we're going to start defending in our attacking third. And the other team is going to defend in a more medium block, as you'll see in the example. So we set our line of confrontation a little bit more towards the midline. How do we behave in that? So after our 15-minute block, we'll then switch roles, and the other team will do the other that they haven't had. So depending on how we function in those two moments and how much time we have left, we'll decide what does that remainder of the 11 look like. Again, it's important to see even some of the notes added here, this medium block image that you'll see is, where are we denying the game? Where are we letting it go so that we can trigger our press and then put our numbers into it? So, all right, guys, let's just make sure we bring the same focus and quality hit like you have, especially when we're working out of possession. If the work rate's not right, mentality's not right, we don't get what we want to out of it. See everyone tomorrow.